Hello guys, my name is SubZeroExtabyte and I am having a fantastic day. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as well, and if not yet hope you are going to have a fantastic day. But I think I know a certain way how I can make your day fantastic. And that is what we are going to do right now, because we are going to build a railroad where we are going to test the fastest minecart in the world of Minecraft. So I hope you pretty people are ready for this test, because things are about to get real. Little friend Chip is here as well, so he will help us doing this project. Oh, and to Disney, if you are watching, maybe I could be the architect of a new roller coaster in your park or something. That would be pretty cool. Then you guys could make it out of blocks just as in Minecraft. I think that would attract a lot of kids actually. Like a lot of people play Minecraft, and roller coaster are something that is pretty big in Minecraft if you are creative. It surprises me that something like this idea is not yet on this world. Or is it? I don't really know. But what I do know is that we are going to build a really nice roller coaster for this little Steve that looks really busy with his brick house. But his house looks pretty cool. I think those holes are going to be windows or something like that. So there is going to be plenty of lighting in his house, which is not really that good. I am going to make that roller coaster not too far away. But hopefully he won't see the roller coaster, but he is building his floor out of that hardened clay stuff and it matches the walls. So clearly this surprise Steve is just a professional architect and he seems to know what he is doing. And so do we. Our roller coaster is going to start here, so let's begin with the building part of our roller coaster. And we are going to make it out of wood. Wood is cheap and wood is classy and it almost looks nice everywhere, so that is something that is great. We are going to place this little house where the launch takes place and where the buttons and stuff are, so that is going to be pretty cool as well. But let's begin with taking all of the stuff that we need, and we just need some blocks to build on. And my block of choice is wood, as I already said. And we just need some powered rails and some normal rails, and then we need some buttons and stuff just to make it a bit better, but that is not really that important. The important thing is that this roller coaster is going to be a really good one. It might be Steve's last one, so who knows. But anyways, this little house where the launch of the greatest coaster of all time is going to be at looks pretty cool and simple, so I like that. And it is just going to be a pretty simple roller coaster, but that does not mean that it won't be fun. So our house thing is done and we just need to make the beginning, and I think that all of you know how that goes. You need some powered rails and a starting block, and then you place a button next to that, and then the cart goes flying over the rails, and it is just going to be amazing. So let's waste no more time and we can start placing all the blocks that are going to form the roller coaster. And Disney, if you are still watching, yes, I can do this, so believe in me please. But a roller coaster wouldn't be a roller coaster if it didn't have a dark part where you fly off. That is always the most exciting part of a roller coaster. At least I think that is the most exciting part. So, we are now just going to leave it this dark, but we do need some torches so we can see when we are digging the tunnel. I don't want no accidents to happen, and I always put safety first, so that is great. So now the tunnel is pretty much done and it looks pretty great. I am not sure if that bug that if you go through a corner in a space that is only 1 wide and 2 high, if you see black and get hurt, but I think that he will be able to just take that pain as a man, so let's just leave it like that, and I think that he will just be okay. The second corner of the tunnel is going to be here, and this one will be really cool. It is just going to be dark and stuff, and after this tunnel the going to the sky part is going to start, so I think that the people that are going to ride this amazing ride are going to be really hyped in this tunnel, so I am going to call it the hype tunnel, because they will be hyped when they go through this tunnel, because after the tunnel the most amazing part of the roller coaster will start. And that is the going to the sky part, which I already mentioned, and that is going to be really cool, and I really want it to just be really cool, so we are going to make it really cool. And then when it is really cool, maybe the really cool kids also want to ride this roller coaster, so we are going to see if they will actually do that, and that is going to be really cool if the cool kids are going to ride this roller coaster. Well, then that was one hell of a sentence if you ask me. I really was just confused with what I was saying myself. But you might be wondering something along the lines of, Sub, why are you building the tunnel floor out of wood? Well, I am going to tell you why. I believe that this gives it a bit cooler effect, and that the tracks will be placed on this wood is just amazing, and it is just going to be pretty cool. So yeah, if the tracks are going to be placed on this, then it gives it a bit of a matching thing. The tracks are also made out of wood and iron and stuff, and then it is going to match. Well, if I had the time I would also change the walls to wood, but I don't think that it would really be a cool tunnel if I did that, so I am just going to not do that and I am going to leave it here. It was going to take too much time anyway, so that is alright. So yeah, this thing that is going to bring him up in the sky, which we are making right now, already looks pretty cool. And yes, these tracks are also going to match the wood that is in the sky. If glass would appreciate that there would be tracks on it, then I would make this out of glass, so Steve would have less of a chance to spot us. But this is alright, it is just some floating wood, nothing really that suspicious. But the suspicious part is going to be right here, and that is the part where little Steve is going to fall into the lava, and then it would be the last ride he would ever ride. But we are just going to troll him with this. It is just going to be a lava pit, and then he will fall into this pit with his cart, and then we would take him with surprise, and maybe his eyes would get even bigger, I am not sure. But he always looks so surprised, so if we surprise him really hard, maybe he would look even more surprised, which I can't really imagine happening, but time will tell. So, the lava part is going to take place right now, and we need a lot of lava because this is really going to be a lava pit. No, I wasn't lying when I said that this was going to be a lava pit, and I want to make it the most amazing lava pit ever. But it really isn't that impressive, so it is just going to be a normal lava pit. If you guys don't mind, I don't want the lava pit to be made out of gold or something, because then he would get suspicious. But if he just sees some dirt with some light in it, then he will be like, alright then, that is just okay. Need to place the Corvettes, and then we can move on to the Lambos, and then we are going to choose a green Lambo if I know myself, or maybe they have a really cool green Corvette, I don't know yet. But it seems like they have a police one but not a green one, so let's just not do that. And I already had a sneak peek at the Lambos, so I know there is a green one there. Yeah, I am a really sneaky one, and I checked that out before all of you even had a chance. But we are placing all of the Lamborghinis, and I kind of like the blue one as well, but of course they have a green one, and I wouldn't be sub if I didn't take the green one. But who knows, maybe they have a really amazing Porsche or something. Or should we just keep to the Lambos? No, we want to see some Porsches, and these Carreras look really amazing with their cabriolet versions. The Gallardo also have no roof, so that is just amazing. If the sunset is coming, then we just can sit back, not really relax because we are on the road and you have to be active on the road, but kind of enjoy our ride then. And we'll just ride into the sunset and we will have one hell of a time. Look at all these cars though. I think the Porsches also look really amazing, but those aren't my piece of cake because there isn't a green one. And the Lamborghini has thought about me and they inserted a green one. So I appreciate that a lot from Lamborghini. But anyways, we are just going to take out car and then wait for the sign so we can go, and then we are going to race this amazing track that is probably built for NASCAR, but I am just going to use it for my enjoyment. But first I need to have a look at what I created, and look how many cars I have placed. And it even has a color combination because I changed it up a little all the time. There may be some of the same, but that is okay because they didn't have a bunch of cars. But we are just going to take the most amazing car, which I was already hyped about since I had seen it, and that is the Lamborghini Gallardo in the green. Look at it shine, and look at the insides. It just looks amazing overall, and I am going to enjoy riding this baby. It isn't really going that fast at the moment, but we are just getting warmed up. We just need to get back in the car and then it will go faster. No, I literally have no idea why it is going this slow, but I guess we are just going to warm up the motor and then we can enjoy this thing, and when it is a bit warmed up then we can just chill, and we are going to race. Not against enemies because there aren't opponents on the track, which is kind of sad, but we are just going to race against ourselves. We can't really race on time because the car is just going way too slow, so that WOULDNT really be fun. But we are out here riding a Lamborghini, at night all alone on a NASCAR track. Not many people can say that they have done that. But at the moment we are doing this, and it seems like even bats are spectating this match against myself. This match wasn't really hyped because I didn't have a really good opponent. Well, I got myself as an opponent, so I guess I am pretty good because I just cut corners and I kind of cheat, but I get in first place like this, so I guess that is amazing. But that is kind of amazing that this is even possible, that you can just cut these tracks and you can just cut off a whole part of the track and then just get first place. Well, you do need to know which way you need to go, because otherwise if you are racing against opponents then you are going to be in trouble when you don't pay attention. Then you are going the wrong way and then your opponents will come at you with some speed. Well, if their cars go as fast as this one then it isn't going to be much of a problem. but I guess it is still going to be kind of hard. But we are just out here, racing on a track. Well, if you could really call it racing, lol. But we are just chilling in this really fast car, but we are keeping ourselves to the speed limit so we aren't breaking any rules, and this is just amazing because nothing is really happening, but we just chill a bit in this car. But there are some things that you can do in the menu, so I guess that we need to fuel it up a bit or something, then it might just work. I don't really know, but we can try. So, let's put the fuel in. It is kind of sad that we just noticed this now after we have done an entire lap, but that doesn't really matter because we had a great time. Only times aren't really that great at the moment because it is raining and I don't have a roof. So I guess that we need to go fast to not be in the rain. And would you have a look at how fast my gas is going down? Well, that is quite fast, but I guess that it does have 4 exhaust and it looks like a beast, and it might sound like a beast but you can't really hear that, so that is not really something we can figure out. But I'm getting quite wet out here, which is not really great, and it is night so it is not particularly warm, and I am kind of getting really cold and I want to stop kind of, but I guess I am a soldier and I won't stop because I have to fight for my country, for my city, and most importantly for my viewers. So I am going to put this baby into gear, which is called R for race mode, and we are going racing. Well, it isn't quite working. There must be something wrong with this car, but I can't quite figure out what it is, but that is okay. We are just going to enjoy the rest of the track like this, and it seems like we need to go a bit further until we are at the finish, but that is alright and all of that. So, let's just keep rolling in this beautiful car, which kind of crashed into the fence. But this car isn't going to stop that easily because it really wants to be raced, so it kind of escaped out of the fence and now she is free to go, and I will just leave her there. So, this isn't really a painful goodbye because it wasn't really a good car. It was a nice car, don't get me wrong. It looked hella fly, but it didn't fly, so that is the problem. But let's just head back because I am kind of missing her. So I am going to do a final race with my baby. And it seems like the is just a bit stuck, but we can reverse our way out of this mess. And then we are good to go and go through the hole that we just dug, and then we can race again. I wonder how fast I am going to finish this time because last lap wasn't really that great, but maybe now we can go really fast and then we are going to be first. And we are racing against the time, remember. We don't really have an opponent, so we can do whatever we want on these tracks because there aren't any spectators except for that one bat that we came across. And for the rest it is night and it is totally empty, so we are just having a great time. But we left our first baby and now we have a new one, and I don't know why I can't get over this white stripe, but I guess it is just some kind of mechanism that is really advanced, and a Lamborghini is just really vulnerable for that white stripe. So, I guess that now we are in the open of the track, we might as well get a third baby and ride this thing like it is nothing else. And it kind of is nothing else because it is just 3 times the same Lamborghini. And I am not going to lie, I kind of expected more when I was so hyped to ride a Lambo. But I guess this isn't everything in life, and sometimes you just have to ride it till the end, and then the end is the end and then it is over. Yes, philosophy with SubZeroExtabyte. That was your daily quote. So, I hope that you enjoyed that quote because it was a really deep quote. But look at me now, going through all of these cars that might be working, but I have a Lambo and these aren't Lambos. Well, some of them are, but that doesn't really matter right now because I am already riding a Lamborghini. But we are finally almost done and I can already see the finish, and we are so close, and we are kind of already finished right now, but we have made it to the end almost, and now we can finally say that we have finished. Just so close. I am going really slow, but I finally finished and I got in first place, so hopefully I get a beautiful trophy. I don't know where my trophy is at, but I guess I'll just have to wait a minute and then the trophy will arrive to me. But look at this stadium. I am truly fascinated by the greatness of this thing. It is just so much symmetry and it just looks really good. And that is just fantastic, but I know how we can make it look even greater. No, just kidding, I am just kind of playing around, but I guess this is going to be pretty amazing when it is done, because then the people that run this track can say that SubZeroExtabyte helped with building this place. So I don't know if they think that is good or bad, but I kind of think that is amazing, and I hope that they appreciate my offer and that they will give me a shout out at the next race or something. That would be quite amazing. I hope I get a very important person spot or something, because I kind of want to see a really cool race now, so that would also be quite amazing. But I guess that it isn't really what I thought of what it was hoping to be, so I guess I can't really judge. but I made a bridge now. Well, it isn't really finished, but I am working on that and it is going to look pretty cool hopefully.